Hi, I'm Tatiana Michelet and I'm talking astrology. So this video is about the new moon in Virgo, as you can see on the 23rd of August. And this is the chart for the new moon. So this new moon is at 0 degrees here of Virgo. And so first of all, with Virgo, that will bring matters of health, daily life and our daily routine, basically everything that we do on a daily basis into focus. And that also brings things that we don't like to do, like we don't like maybe that we have to work, and all the things that we need to do to improve our daily lives. So like I said, this new moon in Virgo is going to bring up the things that we don't like, the things that we need to work on, and the things that we need to improve in our day-to-day lives. So on this new moon in Virgo, which like I said is at 0 degree and 23 minutes of Virgo, you can see it's doing a square to Uranus, and there is also a yod, which it doesn't show here, but you can see like the new moon is doing a quincunx to Pluto, and then here is doing a quincunx to Saturn and Neptune conjunction in Aries. And these three are linking with a sextile, and so that's called a yod, and some people also call this fingers of God. So when we see this pattern, that means that there's going to be like fated or destined event that basically are going to alter the course of our life into a certain area of our own life. So obviously, if let's say you have some planet, in the first few degrees of the Virgo, and then Gemini, Sagittarius or Pisces in the mutable signs, so you might be more affected. But overall, if you don't have any personal planet, in Virgo and the mutable sign, like the first 3 to 4 degrees, it might not have such a big impact for you. Nonetheless, everyone is going to feel it. And also, the surprising element to this new moon is coming from Uranus, the planet of sudden event, the unpredictable, quick changes, shock and trauma. But often it's a sudden change, at the end of the day is for the best. So sometimes if we've been like stuck into a situation for too long, then, it might not feel very comfortable to be shaken out of it. But later on, you might feel relief. So because the Uranus is doing a square, which is like tension. So, at first, it might be a bit shocking, or difficult to adapt. But the mutable signs are quite good to be adaptable anyway. So that's about the square from Uranus to this new moon. Okay, so like I said, this new moon is forming an inconjunct to Saturn and Neptune conjunction in Aries, and also Pluto here in Aquarius is a sextile the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. Right, and going to this new moon, there's the yod, the finger of fate. And so this is called the yod pattern because it means that no matter what, we can resist this energy by kicking and screaming, or we can go along willingly with the changes. But in any case, this is fated. So the event is still going to play out the way it's meant to be. So the best thing to do, if some unexpected change comes up, is to go along with it. And also with Uranus, it's the same energy, with Uranus, the more we resist change, and the harder the change is going to be. So, we have to like go with the flow. And for some of us, this year is going to bring an unexpected turn of event. Like I said, because of Uranus that also is squaring this new moon. So how much we will be affected depends on our own birth chart, and therefore not everyone will feel this yod energy as strongly, as others. So now that this has been said, if this is the case for you, that you think that you're going to be impacted a lot by this new moon, then you can anticipate this new moon to be a wild card, because something unexpected will happen to alter your plans. However, this is a fated repositioning, and it's going to put you into a better place at the end of it. This event could feel freeing and exhilarating, or at worst it could be traumatically shocking, because Uranus is on the downside. See, like Uranus here on the downside that not a lot of people talk about. Uranus is not just sudden changes and unexpected events. Uranus also can mean young people, but at worst this energy can manifest like a traumatically shocking, event. So keep that in mind. As always with Uranus, also keep in mind that it's unpredictable, so anything could happen, and what will happen is probably not any of the options that you had in mind. Because often what happened with Uranus, actually it's nothing that we could have imagined. Some unexpected news or health issue may show up and create a crisis which will require some harsh reality work rather than escapism to solve it. And this is due to the fact that, like I said, this new moon obviously is in Virgo, and Virgo is to do with the serious daily task, of our life, the thing that, we have to do on a daily basis, like wash your teeth and keep yourself healthy, like shower, tidy up your home, like go to work, so that's the the opposite of Pisces, when we can just let ourselves go into our imagination and daydreaming, watching movies, all these kind of escapism, whether healthy, or unhealthy. So yeah, whatever is going to show up at this new moon, we will have to stay on that side, like in the Virgo side, and just do basically the harder thing to do, so it's not going to help to just escape. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So some of us, as a result of this, might feel a bit discouraged when faced with our long to-do list, and then we might like feel as if suddenly, we are like at the bottom of a huge mountain that we still have to climb. So overall, it's good to remember that things will unfold smoothly if you are willing to embrace change and choose the path of evolution. And when the opportunity to do so comes knocking at your door, take the opportunity rather than, trying to hang on to what's old or, outdated. So, although this is uncomfortable, it's recommended, to adjust and pivot from now, as you can see here on the 23rd of August, until basically the end of October, when both eclipses will have happened, because this is for our greater good. And so, because, no event happened, on its own. So everything, because no new moon or full moon is isolated from everything else that happened before and after it. So this moon is not any different. This new moon is introducing the two following eclipses, which are going to be this lunar eclipse will be at 15 Pisces, and that is going to be on the 7th of September. And then there will be another solar eclipse. I mean another eclipse, which is a solar eclipse. And this one is going to be at 29 critical degrees in Virgo. So it's very interesting that this new moon, which we are talking about now, is at 0 degree. And then that's on the 23rd of August. And then the solar eclipse, literally 4 weeks after, on the 21st of September, you see it's at 29 degrees. So that clearly shows that everything is linked up. And then it's quite interesting here as well, because you see Mars is also in Libra, will be in Libra at 29 degrees, critical degrees as well, when that time comes. And then something else that I have noticed. Yeah, something else that I have noticed, for those of you who are interested in astrology, and in case you didn't see it for yourself, is that when Venus is going to ingress into Virgo, isn't it funny that this is the ingress chart for when Venus is going into Virgo, and Venus obviously is going to be at 0 degrees, but there is also the moon here at that moment in time with Venus at 0 degrees. That's going to be on the 19th of September. Yeah, and then this new moon, see again, now again is at 0 degrees on Virgo here. Yeah, here 0 degrees. That's the new moon. And then when Venus is going to go into Virgo, the moon is going to be there at 0 degrees as well. So that's some food for thought. It's quite interesting. Obviously that means something. So yeah, I found that out because I have Venus in Virgo, and so, you know, I'm always waiting and looking for when Venus is gonna get into Virgo. And then I looked at this and I saw it. Yeah, Virgo, Venus is all about love and relationship and how we relate to anyone. You know, how we love ourselves, how we love others, what we value, you know, self-worth. And yeah, it's a benefic energy, you know. Venus is quite soothing. And the planet of love is the planet of love, and we all love the planet of love. So thank you to have watched my video number 2, and I wish you a happy new moon in Virgo. And I guess make a wish.